What's up, YouTube? I'm Scott. This is Watson, the shop dog. And this is my 87 Wrangler YJ. It's been LS swapped. It's actually carbureted. It's going to be switched over to fuel injection because we're going to put a turbo on it here in the next couple weeks. Actually going to do the first, turn you around here. Going to do the first Jeep to Ford Explorer frame swap that I've seen on the internet or on YouTube. Never seen it done. You might be asking why the hell I would do that. And it's because I use this for kind of dig racing and just playing around on the street. And it's two-wheel drive. It's got a two-wheel drive XJ axle on it. I was lightening up the front end that way with it. It's got street ET drag radials on the back. It's a 5.3. It's just got a kind of small to mid-size cam in it. Long tube headers, 750 cm carburetor. Again, that's going to get changed out. Going to a 78-75 single turbo. But the reason for the frame swap is the solid axle is just really sketchy over 90 miles an hour. It kind of feels like a shopping cart on the freeway at that speed. So I'd been planning on going to independent front suspension. I had an S10 frame that I was going to use, and just the body mounts on the frame and everything was so different. It was going to be hard to graft either the chassis, the body onto that frame, or cut the frame in half and use the back half of the Jeep, front half of the S10. Then I came across the Ford Explorer Sport 2-door, which has a 101-inch wheelbase, I believe. It's only about 7 inches longer than the Jeep. I'm not actually going to shorten it down because I want the extra 7 inches in length for stability. Hopefully it'll feel a little bit better over 90 miles an hour than the solid axle will. The plan is to, instead of mounting my LS with your regular motor mounts here, I'm actually going to move my motor mounts all the way back to right here. So my engine's going to be set back roughly 16 inches from what it would be if you just regularly LS swapped a Explorer or Ranger frame. That's going to move some weight backwards, hopefully help with traction, and also free up some room for my turbo piping and everything. I'm going to throw some pictures in at the beginning of the video of the Jeep, the progress it did, kind of the progress of the Explorer, and go through some of the things I'm going to have to do. Some of the things I know I'm going to have to do is cut the rear tub of the Jeep to fit over the frame of this. So in this section, the rear tub is going to have to be cut. I have to lower this brace. You can see this brace has a hump in it for the drive shaft. I'm going to weld a piece straight across here, cut the hump off of that. This transmission brace, which is also where the torsion bars are, you can see it's got a upward angle on it there. I'm going to end up putting a straight 1x2 going across there, sorry, 1.5 by 2 pipe there. I'm going to weld that in, and then my transmission mount will be moved further back here. So I'll start documenting the progress of cutting off mounts, welding stuff in, and doing it. This is just kind of an intro of what my plans are, and we'll see how this works out. Stay tuned. Okay, spoiler alert. The whole Jeep tub on the Explorer frame didn't work out too well. After a couple days of contemplating cutting up the tub of the Jeep to make it work, I decided to just graft the two frames together. So 3/4 of the frame is the rear part of the Jeep, and the front part is the Explorer. I've got it mocked up. I still got to take 3 inches out of the Jeep frame and bring it forward, but this is the route I ended up going. You know, it was trial and error. As far as I know, this is the first one, so wasn't a whole lot to go off of. I just kind of had to cut, measure, cut, and so I could piece it together to where it worked. So this whole first part of the video is kind of just me being confused.